Our story today is about an innocent rabbit named Snowbell, who longed for peace, love, and security, tirelessly searching for a perfect home and sincere friends. Through time and experience, Snowbell learned a profound truth. True peace and security lie in the simple, overlooked things that the world deems insignificant. In these, Snowbell finally found a permanent refuge, as no one bothered to seize them, considering them unimportant. It was autumn, and winter was just around the corner. All the animals were busy in their own worlds, but a rabbit named Snowbell looked quite worried. He didn't have a safe place to spend the winter. So, he set out in search of a cozy home. By now, the rain had started pouring down heavily, but Snowbell's determination remained strong, and he kept moving forward. After walking for a while, he came across an old oak tree. Stopping near its trunk, he called out, "Is anyone home? I'm looking for a place to stay." After a moment of silence, a small head popped out from the trunk. It was a squirrel. She looked at Snowbell and said, "Why don't you make your home in this oak tree? You could become my neighbor, and we can live together like friends." Snowbell agreed to the squirrel's suggestion. He began digging into the bark of the tree with his soft paws and gnawed at the wood with his sharp teeth. Finally, he made a hole in the oak tree to create a comfortable home for himself. But suddenly, a bird with bright blue feathers flew nearby and started making a noise. Within moments, nearly 100 magpies gathered and attacked Snowbell. The poor rabbit ran away as fast as he could, but the flock of magpies chased after him relentlessly. Finally, after walking for a long time, he came across a small house. Snowbell gently knocked on the door and softly said, "Is anyone home? I'm looking for a place to stay." Moments later, the door opened, and out came a prickly yet friendly hedgehog. He looked closely at the rabbit and then smiled, saying, "You can stay at my house. It's warm and cozy, and it will keep you safe from the rain and wind. You'll sleep well here. There are soft carpets and warm cushions, too." The hedgehog brought Snowbell a bowl of warm soup. Grateful and comforted, Snowbell decided to stay there. For 3 days, he rested in peace, and the two became close friends. However, on the 4th day, a fox attacked their home. The hedgehog, to protect himself, curled up into a spiky ball, spreading his quills all around, so no one could approach him. Sensing the danger, Snowbell quickly fled from the house. After running for some time, he spotted a dark cave in the distance. He knocked on the entrance and said, "Is anyone here? I'm looking for a home." An owl emerged from inside and replied, "You can stay with me here." Snowbell was overjoyed and began living happily in the cave. But one day, a growling bear barged into the cave. The bear scared them off and claimed the warm and cozy cave for himself. It started raining. Snowbell kept walking, even though he was drenched. By morning, he reached a beautiful valley where he saw a strong and secure house built on the edge of the land. The rabbit knocked on the door and softly called out, "Is anyone home? I'm looking for a place to stay." After a while, the door opened, and a big badger stepped out. The badger said, "Don't come in. Don't bring your dirt inside, but listen to me. Why don't you build your own house here? Start by digging, then make a strong foundation. Hammer some wood to make pillars, and then build the walls." Taking the badger's advice, the rabbit began his work. He started building a small room, then added a window and a chimney. He smoothed and beautified the roof with a layer of lime. Snowbell used an old, large mushroom as a table and placed a few wooden chairs around it. Before long, he had a cozy little home for himself. A spider spun a web across the window to create a small curtain. A forest mouse wove a beautiful, soft, and warm rug for him, which he laid on the floor. A woodpecker used its sharp beak to craft a wooden hanger for clothes and even made a lock for the door. Now Snowbell lived happily and comfortably in his perfect little home. But one night, as he was sleeping soundly, a polecat crept into his house and attacked him with a knife. The rabbit managed to escape and ran deep into the forest. After running for a long time, he came across a village where he saw a house. Suddenly, a barking dog came out of the house and attacked the rabbit. Snowbell ran as fast as he could, with the dog chasing him. He ran and ran until the dog fell far behind. Soon, winter arrived. The entire forest and fields were covered in a white blanket of snow. Everything felt cold and desolate. The rabbit still had no place to stay. He lay down under a thorny bush in the open field, shivering from the cold. It was as if he was on the brink of death. Eventually, he fell asleep under the thorny bush. Throughout the night, snow continued to fall. It covered the forests, fields, and even the thorny bush where the rabbit was sleeping. When Snowbell woke up, he found a small white house surrounding him. He was lying inside it. The house had white walls and a white roof, untouched by anyone. There was no table, no chair, and no stove. There wasn't even a door. Yet, inside, it was warm and bright, without any breeze or chill. The rabbit was happy. He got to work immediately. First, he made snowy windows for his icy house, and then crafted a strong wooden and snow door. With these additions, his snow house became even cozier, and he started living there comfortably. At night, he would venture out in search of food. When he returned in the morning, he carefully erased his footprints so no one could track him. Snowbell stayed there safely until spring, where there were no predators or enemies.